By the time Julia Roberts was 23, she had won the Academy Award nomination. She had also become the world's most popular female actress. The answer is there is comma to connect the sentence, but comma isn't connector sentence, so the problem is comma splice. The sentence should be by the time Julia Roberts was 23, comma, she had won the Academy Award nomination and she had also become the world's most popular female actress. Number 2. Since then, Robert has appeared in 14 films, most recently My Best Friend's Wedding and The Conspiracy Theory. The answer is the second sentence doesn't have the complete element for sentence, which is subject plus verb. So we call this sentence is fragment. The correct sentence should be since then Robert has appeared in 14 films and most recently My Best Friend's Wedding and The Conspiracy Theory. Number 4. Although Julia Roberts has had much professional success, her personal life has been troubled with several failed relationships. The answer is the first sentence cannot stand alone because there is a word although, which means the sentence must have another sentence to make a complete sentence. We call this fragment. The correct sentence should be although Julia Roberts has had much professional success, her personal life has been troubled with several failed relationships. She came to New York when she was 17 because her older sister lived there and she was influenced by her sister. The answer: the second sentence is a dependence clause, and the dependent clause cannot stand alone, so we omit the dots. So the sentence becomes she came to New York when she was 17 because her older sister lived there and she was influenced by her sister. Number 8. When Julia was 4 years old, her parents divorced after 18 years of marriage. The answer for this sentence problems type is fragments or sentence fragments. For this sentence, there is a dependent sentence at the end of independent sentence. Dependent sentence cannot stand alone, so they need to be joined with independent sentence. The correct way to fix the sentence is by joining the two types of sentence so they can make a good form of sentence. The answer is when Julia was 4 years old, her parents divorced after 18 years of marriage. Number 9. Julia and her sister lived with their mother. Their brother stayed with their father, who died of cancer 5 years later. For this sentence, the answer is fragments. It is because there are two independent sentences and one dependent sentence. Dependent sentence need a main clause since it cannot stand alone as dependent clause. So we need to rejoin both of them so they can form a good sentence. The correct answer for this sentence is Julia and her sister lived with their mother. Their brother stayed with their father, who died of cancer 5 years later. Number 11. After she graduated from high school, Julia worked in a shoe store while auditioning for acting jobs, though didn't get hired for a year. The answer for the sentence problem is sentence fragments. It is because in the other sentence, there is dependent sentence that cannot stand alone, so they need to join with independent sentence in order to stand as a whole good sentence. However, in this dependent sentence, there is a missing word that needs to be added. So the correct answer for the sentence problem is after she graduated from high school, Julia worked in a shoe store while auditioning for acting jobs even though didn't get hired for a year. Number 10. In high school, Julia found classwork boring. She didn't know how to be a good student. The answer for this sentence is comma's place. In this sentence, the independent sentence is joining with a comma where it indicates one of the sentences is dependent clause, which is not true. One of the sentences is independent clause and it cannot be joined by a comma, but it has to be separated with a period. The correct answer for this example is in high school, Julia found classwork boring. She didn't know how to be a good student.
In 1990, Pretty Woman became a smash hit. Her natural gift for this type of comedy brought her a nomination for Best Actress. Explanation: Run on. The two independent clauses above are put together in one sentence without a link so that they cannot understand their meaning clearly. Therefore, given coordinate conjunctions, such as and between two independent clauses to make the sentence easier to understand. Number 14. The singer-actor Lily Lovett is 10 years older than Julia. She married him in 1993 but split up after less than 2 years. Explanation: Run on. In this sentence, there are two independent clauses that are put together in one sentence without the correct connection. So that improvements must be made to the sentence structure to make it easier to understand. Between the two independent clauses above are combined by giving a comma and using the coordinate conjunction, which is meanwhile. Number 16. Currently, Julia is dating Benjamin Bratt, who plays a detective on the TV series Law and Order. Explanation: Fragment. The second sentence cannot stand alone because there is a word although, which means this sentence must have another sentence to make a complete this statement.